I'm going to show you how I make a fairy doll. So I start off with her body. This is a white stoneware clay. So this is going to be the head. And add a neck. Weld the head to the neck. Now I'm going to put her to one side for a moment. And roll out some clay. Now this is representing material, so I want it quite thin. If you lift the clay, keep lifting and turning the clay, it doesn't stick to the table. Keep rolling it until you think it's thin enough. Then I have a piece of material, a piece of netting material, which I use to create the texture. I cut a circle. And a smaller circle. And this is going to be her skirt. So if I cut it here like this and cut a small hole in the middle, add some slip. I use the material again to add some more texture. See? So arms. And arms. Now mark. I should be doing this the other way around because I'm left-handed. I won't change the camera angle for next time. You have to think about all of this stuff when you're filming. Where to put your camera. It's taken me an awful long time to set this up this morning and I've still got it wrong. So we give her her 2 arms. You see that? Go, and I use a little pen to give her some fingernails. Just one in there, like so. Okay. Now we have this little piece here, which I'm going to use for the bodice. So if I cut a small circle there, I'll turn her around and weld that bit in there. And I'll get the material again, add some texture. Oh, she needs to have a face, so I'm going to give her I have to put a tiny weeny little bit of slip on here for her nose. That nose is too small. Her nose. So I have a little bit of straw, which I will use to make her eyes, and then top of a pen, the inside of her eyes, like so, and then she needs a big smile. I'm doing this again, aren't I? So there's her mouth. At this point, I have to make sure I put a hole in the base, because that is quite a big solid piece of clay and I don't want it to burst in the kiln. So I go right up to the top of the head and I feel the top here. Okay. Then I use a sieve. I use a sieve to create her hair. It doesn't have to have too much hair. but I push the clay through the sieve. And give her a little bit of hair. You won't see much of her hair, because she's going to have a hat on. But I'll give her a little bit of hair. Oh, she's so cute. Her hat is going to go on her head. Silly sausage. So the hat is a cone, and I push my finger and my thumb inside the cone to create the hat shape. There we go. Yes, I'm making her hat. I don't want it to look too witchy. At the moment it does, because she's not a witch, she's a fairy. So I will put the rim underneath there and create a hat like that. Yep. And smooth that off. Tilt her head a bit. So there we go. Move that out of the way. And now she needs a few flowers. So I will roll the clay out again. I don't need too much clay for this. And I'll cut out a few flowers, a flower cutter, which I bought from the cake decorating shop. 3 little flowers to go around here, and then I think I'll put a flower on her hat. So we just need a little dab of slip, and here and on here. I'll put one here. To represent buttons. And there, folks, is a fairy doll.